for some more Minecraft. As you can see, I made it to Shroom Isle. I brought, well, these guys weren't in them obviously, but I brought these two chest boats here. I drove one and, well, sailed, I suppose. I sailed one, led the other. One of these, I think it might have been this one. No, I moved it so I could build that. There's one of these other ones. That glass one I already brought here. That is for the temple, pretty much. It's already had my glass. Where is it? And this one. I have something on me, but I had to dye this glass anyway. All this is gonna be temple walls. Speaking of the temple stuff, we're here, which is where everything was before I moved it all over there. All the sand and gravel, some cobblestone for this project. I'm gonna see if I can so you can see that block coming in right there. I think. Oh, I thought there was, but it's clearly just an illusion. You know, it's past this little almost island. It gets so close to the surface, but it just doesn't exist. There it is. That block right there. And you can see the top there. That's where the sea temple is, so it's in extremely close proximity to Shroom Isle. This is towards more rest of the empire, so I think it'll be a good place to establish. This will be the new heart, replacing Storia. That's how we can get that fucking place set up. So, I'm just like kind of collecting my thoughts here. So, obviously I moved this stuff, brought all my resources. This is my base, the start of it. I literally just did this one layer of it pretty much, because I wanted to do most of it on stream. I wasn't originally going to do that, but I kind of wanted to at least get the start of the establishment going the other night. I built this house plan. That's gonna take a little bit of work, but I'm more focused on this over here anyway. I got some screenshots. Let me pull them up. See how tall these are. 3. I like to build them, get an idea usually, especially for bigger stuff in a creative world. And then I will like take screenshots of the stages of it. And then just kind of piece it together. It's the best method for building that I've found. But yeah, this thing, I built it right next to the original base that I had. It's quite a bit bigger. This will end up being my base for the next little bit, so I wanted to make something kind of nice. No way, I have exactly how much fucking... I have the perfect amount. Fences. Walls. Whatever the fuck. Oh fuck, now I have to see if I can get this to fucking work. Yeah. Let's see, hold on. Get it to work for 0.5 nanoseconds. I'm gonna need a bunch more of these. I made a shit ton of banners because, well, I'll need them for the insanity I decided to do with this. Need some more stone. Yeah, I kind of didn't realize how much more prep I needed for this when I did the last stream. So I'm kind of glad I just didn't come back to it that night and took like a little bit, because there's not a chance in how I was gonna have enough to even start. I'm not even fully convinced. I might be short a couple things for this, but we'll see. I redid the emphasis a bunch. And then I got one, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it. And then I looked at it one night, and I was like, I kind of fucking hate this, actually. So I redid it at the last minute, and I think that one came out a lot better than the other one. It was the first one I've really done at this big of a scale, so kind of had to fuck around with it for a little bit. Okay, and that's certainly the next stage right there. Just checking all these to make sure everything's lining up. Because this is a rectangle and not a square, this side is 4, so is that. But that kind of is intentional, so. Looks like the measurements are all good though. Every other one's supposed to be 3, and everything looks right. So I guess now it is just really determining the next part of it. Okay, well, what I'm seeing next, I'm gonna need a bunch of fucking stone. Hopefully, I even have enough. See if this right here is what we're working with. Fuck off. Anyway, I need to fucking build something here to make my life a little easier. Some of this more random fucking shit. What? Why did it like stick to my cursor? I don't understand. Anyway. Wait. I didn't want to do that. Okay. I don't even know how much of common knowledge it is that Shroom Islands can't spawn things. I'm sure some people go, well, no shit when they hear that, but I guess it just depends on how much you know about Minecraft. So the island is safe for the most part. The only problem I've had is like in this area right here, like underneath, obviously you can see some of the lights, like down here. Just in between the island and my base here, my palace. Lots of drowned. That's kind of been the only thing. Lots of them hanging around. The lights have made it much better, but it was like every night when one would crawl out of there and fucking an absolute nuisance. This next part's pretty damn straightforward. As long as I don't fall off, everything will be pretty good. I have to eat cookies, which I never realized just how fucking bad the saturation is when I was trying to heal most of my health earlier with them. Because one of the fucking drowns was fucking with me. Holy shit. They're terrible. You think about it and one of your fucking hunger bars is gone. Heal 1 heart, hunger bar gone. It's literally like 1 for 1. I think I will have enough. Which is good, because I really don't need... I don't think I need much stone after this. I might have grabbed enough for everything. Going for something kind of similar to the base I had in between New Amphissa Isle and Astoria. Just a little more grand. Dude, I'm just fucking all this shit up right now. Okay, there we go. No. Alright. That's that section done. Kind of get an idea what we're working with here. Okay. I looked at one of these screenshots. I was like, are you fucking serious? I fucked up something real bad. I didn't. I just decided to change something in these later screenshots, but luckily the scale is the same. Because I was looking at this, I was like, what is wrong with this? What am I missing here? Looks like I'll need to grab some blocks of it, but... There we go. That's what was all fucked up. Okay. Now I really should have brought at least more iron. Oh wait, no, there's some in here, yeah. Forgot I was supplied some. Good job, Acolyte. Didn't even ask for it. You fucking bitch. Do you give me one? Yeah, that's right, fucking bitch. Fuck you. Now I have 2 tridents in here. Fucking piece of shit. So I'm thinking next, probably. Let's turn these blocks up. Well, may need the blocks later on. In case I break anything by accident. Gonna need a bit more than that. Add the detail. Ooh, scary Minecraft noise. It's a bad sign, bad omen. Now I think I know what I did here, but I'm gonna have to double check it real quick, make sure that's at least somewhat correct. I will have to come back up here and change this a couple of times. Regardless if it's correct or not, but you know. That's all it was missing. Like I said though, I'm gonna have to, there's something I'm gonna add an emphasis up there. Probably out of deep slate at first, and then sea lanterns eventually. Oh shit, I may not have, yeah, I didn't bring stuff for campfires. That's like one of the only things I'm missing. That is something I will have to address at some point. I think what I want to do next is put up the banners, because we can now. Those are, yep. Hope to God I got enough banners. I need a bunch of these, the Empire banners right here, the blue and cyan ones, light blue and cyan. And then I got some Empire, some of the Emperor of Emphissa banners. Okay. I think on the side, I'm not sure what I ended up doing for the sides. Hold on. If I do the rest, it might make more sense. I know these ones are all like this. second. I tricked myself. There's apparently one part I gotta do, which was not shown in the earlier stages, but turned up later on. Clearly I need to work on when I decide to fuck with shit anyway, though. So yeah, I decided to add little support thing on this level, which that's where the banners go. Well, not all of them, most of them. I really quite like this. That's what I wanted for the Emperor Palaces. I wanted something that was like a pyramid and a temple at the same time, like water temple. I'm really quite happy with the results. So yeah, they go like that. Yes, I know I'm in the water. Don't worry about it, I'm looking at screenshots. So yep. Just like that. Now for these, they would be here. I'm imagining, yeah, because I'd do these ones there. Probably just like where the, yeah, how the lanterns are. Look at this shit. Holy fuck. Unbelievable. Perfect amount of banners. Beautiful. And yeah, that gives a really nice effect of being able to see them from both sides, which I quite like. Well, except the purple ones, but you know. You can kind of see them from inside. That's what we're looking like on the outside so far. Coming along very nice. Looks like we got a bunch of tropical fish down here, which is absolutely wonderful news, because this build, let's say there's a section up there that I'm going to need fish for, most certainly. So the fact that they're literally spawning, I mean obviously I know I'm on water, but I'm getting like, I know, that's so fucking many, I'm getting great spawning conditions for them. It's wonderful. Sleep through this. Now I'm debating if it's that time of the stream where I head back to Astoria to get stuff for campfires and more food. It might be. Oh, I can also add, now that I did the banners there, head back up here. Sweet. And do I have... Okay, I do. I need one of these as well. That's where the emphasis will go. Cool. I'm liking it. Don't you fucking try it, you little bastard. Bitch. Okay, so there is something else we can do real fast. Like that, we can add these. No, not like that. Listen, you fucking bitch. Looks like I will have enough purple banners, I believe. And blue, because that's most of the blue, so... I think I did pretty damn good for the most part, actually, prepping for this. Because, you know, I mean, I built this whole thing. I could have technically literally counted, like, every fucking block. And got a total resources. And I do that for smaller things, but, like, something this big, I just can't fucking be bothered. I'm already dealing with the build itself. I don't want to fucking math it out as I'm trying to figure out how to build it. And, like, you'd have to, like, because I fucking tinker with my builds a bunch. I think that's really how you get the best results, I really do. Is you get an idea of something, then you build it, and then you keep messing with it, you keep changing things with it, until you get the product you're the most satisfied with. So, if I did calculations, I'd then have to be like, well, I changed this. I already had problems with just the screenshots, so. I don't know. Too much effort, in my opinion. Maybe I'll start having to when I build stuff really big. Alright. So yeah, we may be getting to the part where we need to head back. Let me see my time frame I'm working with here. I'm calculating here, calculating what I've got left to do. The way I'm seeing it is it's probably not gonna happen this stream. Unfortunately. Now, I've made really, really good progress. I do think I've got most of it done. There's just a couple things especially involving that room up there. And with the trip and just the time that I'm working with, we will probably have to come back to this. But I'm going to try and do that as soon as possible, maybe even tonight. So, I'm going to take a short break, just real fast. Finish up what I can with this. Kind of go from there. I'm going to add a temporary roof to this place. I'm not really worried about anything spawning on the Shroom Island. I'm more worried about drowns coming up and fucking annihilating me. This wasn't the roof I'm gonna do for this. I want to do something with the red shroom bricks, but you know, that takes time. So I'm just gonna heal myself off in here for a minute while I take this very quick break. No drown deaths, so that's good. Alright, making our way back to Astoria, I suppose. Bitch. Let me just snack on the rest of cookies along the way. I mean, might as well. There it is. Alright. Okay. Just trying to think of all. Is there any like extra stuff I might need? Looks like I'm gonna have to. Oh. Well. Guess I'll be going mining for some coal later. Anyway. 3 logs for each, and then, I don't know, a couple sticks, some coal. You can see, here is the original Emperor's Palace, the first Emperor's Palace. There's going to be something similar with this. That's why we get into campfire stuff. Yeah, and this is way more simple compared to what's coming here. We'll be coming back for those axolotls soon, but I don't think I need them right now. Back to Astoria. Okay, we got some cherry logs, perfect. Maybe 84 for this. And what was I thinking that was gonna do? Perfect, 4 campfires. Huh. It literally showed, what? Okay. I was so fucking confused. I was like, what the fuck? Okay, 4 campfires is what we need. Wait a second. Have I had food in my inventory the whole fucking time? I very well might have. Wow, I'm fucking dumb. Jesus. Anyway, looks like we'll be okay on food. Still getting used to traveling, because I haven't really traveled there hasn't been a whole lot of need to travel to Shroom Isle a bunch, necessarily. So, yeah, I mean, it's kind of resulted in I've been there probably like 5 or 6 times. We'll be traveling a lot there now. You know, Well, maybe. I may have enough. With the coal I've had. And the torches for the lanterns I need. Oh, that's really cool in the fucking distance. Damn. Okay. I'm really excited about this. Alright, well, let's see how high up these go. Four. Okay. A block. I'll just demonstrate what I mean. So it's like a block on top of the little platform here. Now, we gotta see the rest of the banners disappear. Oh. Let me just double check to make sure that's accurate. Yep, it is. These will be sea lanterns later on. The Empire actually kind of has access to that. We're working on it. Vista has plans. So we take this. Yeah, that's gonna be kind of what we had going on down there, but a little more grand, I guess, in line with the rest of this. Looks like I'm gonna need to move this. why did it decide that's what I wanted to do? Okay. Whatever you say, game. Just not meant to question it. And, it's over here. Don't really think I'll need more walls, but I'll just make 16 to be safe. Really, I only needed 5 more, but whatever. If we need them later on, we got them. What? So we're gonna be short 2 banners, looks like. Awesome. That's what you love to see. I get rid of that actually, then we can get a further look of what this is looking like so far. Alright, yeah, it's looking fucking sweet. I wanted to do it in the opposite side of the temple and New Amphicia because I kind of think New Amphicia is going to be so fucking big. It ends up, Shroom Mile ends up becoming a part of it. So I feel like it might have worked better if all the stuff, not all the stuff, but like the stuff in the water near Shroom Mile was on that side. Because as you can see, there's this little deep slate thing that comes out here. I was originally going to do it there because I was like, oh, I want it close to the temple. But I started doing the circle for the temple, and I realized with the plans that I drew up, this thing is going to be ridiculous and very well might end up stretching out to this from over there. So yeah, I guess we're just gonna see. on progress. I'd say we're probably about probably like 80+% done with this. We just need to work on the inside a bit. The room up there, there's a water feature on the outside. All of that's kind of tied into each other anyway. But yeah, it's not very much left. Most of it was, we got it. So yeah, I'm very satisfied with this. I'm gonna seal myself up in here so when I rejoin the realm later, I don't fucking eat shit and die. Alright, that's going to be it for today, I do believe, stream. Thank you for tuning in. We will continue the progress soon. I want to hop back on and finish this thing really quick. So when I'm not working with such a limited time frame, we'll do that, and hopefully very soon. I think I should be able to. We're maybe even looking at tonight, so. Alright.